Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government empowers 1,750 vulnerable residents with work tools, cash grants. Federal government launches joint case intervention team to tackle cybercrime. On the foreign scene, deadly shooting at Sweden Salon leaves several people dead ahead festival. And in sports, Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen rewards Remo Stars 10 million naira over an MPFL title victory. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State Government has empowered 1,750 vulnerable indigent residents and graduates of various vocational centers across the state with work tools and cash grants to further deepen efforts aimed at creating a 21st century economy. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, while addressing beneficiaries of the 2025 Micro Enterprise Support Initiative organized by the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, explained that the present administration has spent about 10 billion naira in training, equipment, and grants to ensure micro enterprises can contribute their quota to the state's economy. Governor Sanwo-Olu also described micro enterprise support as a way to reach indigent and vulnerable Lagosians with the dividends of democracy, while ensuring that they become self-reliant employers of labor and contributors to the state's economic growth.
We believe it's a tremendous opportunity for you to use it wisely, to grow your business, to be able to create jobs, and over time support others. Your success is indeed our success. Your progress is indeed our progress. Because it's only when we all progress together that the state progresses. It's only when we all succeed together that the state succeeds. So it's not about the governor, it's not about the commissioner or cabinet members, it's about each and every one of you that have been given the opportunity here today.
In a goodwill message, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the wife of the Deputy Governor, Oluremi Amzat, noted that the MESI program is a shining example of the present administration's commitment to empowering women and youths to become independent and key players in their various sectors.
The state dedication of empowering women and those especially vulnerable through poverty alleviation is truly commendable. This initiative has not only provided financial support for vulnerable micro enterprises, but has also equipped them with the necessary skills and training to thrive in their respective industries and endeavors.
Earlier, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Dada, said under the Themes Plus agenda, the state government is redoubling its focus on social inclusion and economic self-reliance, urging beneficiaries to pay forward the benefits they have received by mentoring others in their various communities.
Do not sell these equipments. They are meant to empower you. They are meant to move you from this level to the next level.
The essential tools distributed include cake mixers, sewing machines, smoking kilns, barbing kits, POS terminals, photography equipment, agricultural equipment, among others. Wife of Lagos State Governor Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu has flagged off a work to end polio and called for efforts to strengthen routine immunization across the state. The work for polio is in commemoration of the World Immunization Week 2025 with the theme, Humanly Possible, Saving Lives Through Immunization, organized by the state government in collaboration with the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and other development partners. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu called on parents, health workers, community leaders, and policymakers to intensify efforts to ensure that no child is left behind in the fight against vaccine-preventable diseases. She harped on community mobilization and active grassroots engagement to debunk vaccine myths and misinformation, emphasizing that her office will continue working with the Ministry of Health to drive awareness and reach undeserved areas.
we stand together to prove over and over again that we are strong advocates of the immunization schedule. We are strong advocates of the World Immunization Week 2025, and we are ready to walk the walk, talk the talk, do the do, dance the dance, anything it will take to ensure that our children are safe from these preventable diseases.
The wife of the Deputy Governor, Oluremi Hamzat, who also addressed the gathering, challenged attendees to become ambassadors for immunization. On his part, the Permanent Secretary, Primary Health Care Board, Ibrahim Mustafa, advocated collective efforts, stronger action, renewed commitments to prevent every child in the state from vaccine-preventable diseases.
Lagos State, despite its progress, still carries a body of zero-dose children. These are children that have never received any dose of routine vaccine. And as you know, each zero-dose child represents not just a gap in our system, but a risk to the rest of us.
The National Immunization Plus Days will start from May 3 to 6, during which children aged 0 to 59 months will receive 2 doses of oral polio vaccine free of charge. The Lagos State government has been commended for putting necessary apparatus in place to ensure the protection of lives and property of residents. This came to the fore at a stakeholders meeting organized by Lagos State government and National Institute for Security Studies, NISS. Participants at the event with the theme, Non-State Actors in Security Management, Issues, Challenges and Prospects for Peace and Development in Africa, lauded the Lagos State government for the establishment of various agencies to tackle all forms of insecurity ranging from traffic, waste management, criminal activities, among others. The participants said Lagos State remains the safest in Nigeria as a result of heavy investments in its security architecture, calling on other states in the country to emulate Lagos by adopting a security system. Speaking at the event, representative of the Permanent Secretary, Office of the Chief of Staff, Akimade Akinriade, assured that Lagos State will continue to build on the existing tempo to sustain security. He said Lagos State does not joke with the 6th pillar of its Themes Plus agenda, which is security and governance, urging Lagosians at all levels, grassroots communities to also get involved, treat security as a collective responsibility, and always say something when they see something.
It is the responsibility of everyone to ensure that we secure our country. Lagos State has a solid structure. That is what is working in the state for us. And we can see that the state is so peaceful. Consistently over the years, I can say in the last 10 years, Lagos State has been peaceful. And we don't have any issue concerning security. Section 14(2)(b) of Nigerian Constitution says the primary responsibility of every government is to protect life and property of our citizens. All actors in this regard must ensure that we carry out our responsibility.
Participants of the Executive Intelligence Management Course 18 of the National Institute of Security Studies, Abuja, are in Lagos on a study tour as part of their 10-month course to build security across the country. Other participants include personnel of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, LNSA, LOMA, Department of State Security, DSS, Nigeria Correctional Service, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, National Population Commission, representatives of Arewa, Ezendigbo in Lagos, Youth Council, CDCs and CDAs. Lagos State government has released a diversion plan ahead of the emergency repairs on Oworoshoki 3rd Axial Bridge, scheduled to commence from Tuesday, 6th May to 23rd September. Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiyemi, in a statement explained that the repairs will be carried out in 8 phases on both lanes, with phases 1 to 4 covering the stretch of Oworoshoki 3rd Axial Bridge, inbound 3rd Mainland Bridge. This will hold within 50 days between 6th May and 14th July, while phases 5 to 8 covering the stretch of Oroshoki 3rd Axial Bridge, that is, outbound 3rd Milan Bridge, for 51 days between 15th July and 23rd September. Oshiemi advised motorists to use alternative routes during the aforementioned phases of the repairs. The commissioner assured that last-mile officers will be on ground to minimize inconvenience and manage traffic flow along the aforementioned routes during the maintenance works. And now to the rest of the stories. In a major move to strengthen Nigeria's fight against cybercrime, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, has officially launched the Joint Case Team on Cybercrime. Speaking during the launch of the Federal Ministry of Justice headquarters in Abuja, Fagbemi said the initiative is built on teamwork, coordination, and mutual respect among justice sector institutions. He described the team as a united front against the growing threats of cybercrime, calling it a step towards a safer digital space in line with the Cybercrimes Act of 2015 as amended. The event also featured the signing of a memorandum of understanding to solidify the collaboration. The new joint case team includes representatives from key security and justice. The new joint case team includes representatives from key security and justice agencies, all working together to deliver a more powerful and efficient response to cyber threats. The Ondo State Police Command has commenced a 3-day intensive training for 160 of its officers, focused on boosting intelligence gathering across the state. Officers from all 18 local government areas were selected for the course, which was flagged off in Akure by the State Commissioner of Police, Wilfred Afolabi. Speaking at the launch, Afolabi said a training titled Basic Intelligence Course is part of efforts to strengthen the force's ability to respond proactively to security threats. He stressed that intelligence gathering remains a critical tool for modern policing, but has been neglected for too long. The Commissioner expressed confidence that the training would help rebuild public trust, close operational gaps, and improve overall safety across the state. And now to foreign news. Tragedy has struck in Sweden, where several people have been killed in a shooting at a hair salon in the town of Uppsala. According to reports, the incident happened near Bansala Square just as crowds were gathering ahead of the Waspågen Spring Festival. Police say they received multiple reports of loud bangs that sounded like gunfire. Officers responding to the scene found several victims with suspected gunshot wounds. A large section of the area has now been sealed off as investigations continue. A police spokesperson, Magnus Clarin, confirmed the authorities are treating the case seriously and are currently gathering information. Now sports. Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has rewarded Raymond Stars with 10 million naira for the club's 2024-2025 Nigeria Premier League Football League (NPFL) title success. According to a report, Osimhen also gifted the players 5 million naira and another 5 million naira to the technical crew. The Sky Blue Stars defeated Niger Tornadoes 1-0 at the Raymond Stars Stadium, Ikene, on Sunday to claim their maiden NPFL title. The crucial victory moved Raymond Stars to 68 points after 35 matches, having recorded 21 wins, 5 draws, and 9 losses. Daniel Ogumodede's side hold a commanding 10-point lead over second-place Rivers United, who sit on 58 points from 16 wins, 10 draws, and 9 defeats. This title triumph makes a historic achievement, not just for the club, but also for the Southwest region. Raymond Stars is the first club from the region to win the NPFL title since Julius Berger lifted the trophy in 1996. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, stay alive, make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Solu administration, 280 youths were trained in solar farm construction? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories.
6.1 FM. Forward.
Lagos State Government has empowered 1,750 vulnerable indigent residents and graduates of various vocational centers across the state with work tools and cash grants to further deepen efforts aimed at creating a 21st century economy. In a major move to strengthen Nigeria's fight against cybercrime, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, has officially launched the Joint Case Team on Cybercrime. We also told you that tragedy has struck in Sweden, where several people have been killed in a shooting at a hair salon in the town of Uppsala. And in sport, Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has rewarded Remo Stars with 10 million naira for the club's 2024-2025 Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL) title success. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Olaiya. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.
Hello, my people. My name is Said Ponki Malam. Police drive Sepulu. Don't drive against the traffic. Obey the traffic light and last man official. Lagos State government